Can we beat BTD6 using only fire? Now, the game actually already has a strategy done for us, and we just need to try and do that on a, well, I'm going to try to do it on Chimps mode on an advanced map, but first off, let me walk you guys through what I want to be doing today. So first off, we're going to be using Gwen as our hero, which is kind of obvious, but then Gwen actually has, I think that these buffs happened a few patches ago, but basically Gwen now, starting from level 5, besides the fact that she gets increased popping power, she also gives 10% improved attack speed and radius for the Ring of Fire, Signal Flare, and Dragon's Breath Wizard. Now this bonus goes from 10% up to 20% on level, let me just check what it was, it's level 18, and let's see if this thing is even possible. So let me just play 2 tags over here, and basically these guys are gonna have to defend by themselves, because if they don't, well, this thing is not, it's not even gonna possible to start with. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for fast shooting on this one. This is probably going to become, so eventually I want to have, you know, obviously the Ring of Fire and stuff like that, but, oh no, I see a leak. Oh wait, was the faster shooting even a good idea? Maybe I should have went for something else. Okay, so let's try like this one. Maybe get the more attacks on this one, and then maybe as we get the money, we get the more attacks on the other one as well. Is this going to be enough? Because I guess the problem is that, well, it's the timing, so we kind of need them to attack a little bit faster, but we also need them to do a little bit more damage, because when the more attacks happen, if a single balloon gets hit by those more attacks at the same time, it's gonna delete a couple of layers at once. So I think that this is fine. I went with 101 on this one, and I feel like whenever we upgrade these textures to like maybe like 202, I think that that's the point at which we stabilize. So this setup has it all. I mean, this lineup, even though the main weakness of the fire projectiles is them not being able to pop purple balloons, and I guess a little bit of camo, we can still do camo detection by getting the Signal Flare, which is explicitly named in the description of Gwen's buff, basically. So I don't know why the Signal Flare, why not the Burning stuff, because the Burning stuff is the one that starts doing the fire DPS, but they explicitly named the Signal Flare, and we're gonna need it to basically provide camo detection for the tags. And then obviously the wizard is gonna have camo detection on its own. Okay, so it's time to get the hot shots. Besides the fact that this upgrade does extra damage, I think that they now get a little bit of extra attack speed, because they wanted to nerf the bottom path and they took away attack speed from the top path from the first 2 upgrades, but then they didn't want to nerf this one, so they gave it a little bit more attack speed. So now this thing is actually as strong as it was, and it does extra damage to balloons. So this is actually kind of a decent one. But see, here's the thing, this thing can pop purple balloons, but the second we upgrade it to Ring of Fire, it's not going to be able to pop purple balloons. So what I want to do is I want to have the Ring of Fire for around like 63 maybe. And can we find the wizard? Yeah, we can. So that was a good distance, by the way, between these two. So I want to have the Ring of Fire for around like 63, but I don't want to have it for around like, and oh my god, this left side is, let me just do this. That was very that way it was very much on time. Okay, there we go. So I feel like there are only 2 spots in this map in which you can place mortars, and that is when you remove these books. And I'm not sure if you can do any more than that. And if that's the case, then we should probably we might have to do a little bit of shenanigans. So let me just check, can I place some mortars somewhere else? I don't think so, because this has a large footprint. It's actually not even large, it's like super large or whatever it is. So let's see how we do versus these purples. We seem to be popping them just because of this attack speed on both sides. And I'm gonna let the wizard attack for a second, but I'm a little bit scared of the consistency of this. Yeah, there we go. I mean, maybe we could get another wizard, so let's do it like this. It's gonna be another wildfire wizard, but we're gonna start with the bottom path, and let's see if this is gonna be any better. And I also wanna, I guess I'm gonna use Gwen's ability just to be safe, and then upgrade this to wildfire, just kind of to keep the spirit of the challenge going. I mean, we could probably patch this up with something like a 002 monkey, 002 wizard, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so 37. I remember us having a little bit of an issue with those lead balloons, but we're kind of nearing the price for the Dragon's Breath Wizard. So let's see how it is. It's like 3.5, I think, 3.56. So we should have it right on time for these lead balloons. Okay, there we go. So this is one Dragon's Breath Wizard. And these guys, something I love about them is that the monkey sense from recently gives a range increase. So that makes these guys and basically the whole mill path a lot stronger. The whole Dragon's Breath thingy. So here comes the Moab. I should probably have this thing like over here. And I start attacking. Use the cocktail now. And there we go. Okay, so that was amazing on the cocktail, actually. That was a very good placement. Okay, so here's the plan. We can go up to the Wizard Lord Phoenix on this guy. But the thing is, it's very expensive. And I would rather... What am I actually... thinking about this. What am I buying? Would I rather have the Wizard Lord Phoenix or the Inferno Ring? I actually didn't think about this one before starting the challenge. What do you guys think? Okay, so it's round 45 and we need to start thinking about camo balloons. So here's what I wanted to do. I'm kind of thinking whether I want to get the bigger blast, because we are going to get 10% and then eventually 20% attack speed from Gwen. Actually, Gwen increases blast radius as well, doesn't she? Improves attack speed and radius. Oh yeah. Do it like this, but we absolutely suck versus purple balloons. I mean, I'm kind of glad I didn't buy any of the Ring of Fires, but at the same time, we're not doing anything, guys. This is basically a problem with the entire setup. So hopefully, no, please snipe it. No, what am I buying? No, I mean, it sniped it, but it's like I bought the wrong crosspath. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna buy the Wall of Fire just so we keep the theme with the challenge, but that was a panic buy right there. Okay, so let's see what happens with this one when the camo purple start coming out. I might want to get another hotshot, honestly, just because those guys can pop. Yeah, there we go. So we're still leaking balloons. So I think the solution to this one, let's do it like this. Let's buy one of these guys over here and then buy the second one over here. And that way, I think... Oh, look at the money. That's super close. So I feel like if one purple leaks on both sides, I think that one of these guys, like a single 302, is gonna be able to deal with them. So that's a yellow. It pops the yellow. I think we're good to go. No more purples. At least no more purples until around 62. That's where we're gonna have a problem again. So these mobs are definitely gonna be an issue. And let me do... What are we doing? I mean, get another Dragon's Breath again. I guess this guy should be enough to help, like another Dragon's Breath, and then we have the money for the Phoenix. Do I want to get the Phoenix? I feel like we have to get at least one Phoenix just to have a button to click. But this is proving a lot harder than I thought, I'm going to be honest. I didn't think that it's going to be this tricky. Look at the setup though, it looks so nice. Gwen is the outlaw. Gwen and this guy here, that was a panic buy, but come on, this looks so nice. It's both wizards, it's stacks on all the corners, and then both of the mortars, so left and right. It looks so nice. I hope this thing wins, guys, honestly. Why that choose Midnight Match? And I could have chosen some easier map, but I kind of wanted to give myself more of a challenge, though. So these mobs are making it way too far, and I have a feeling that we're gonna have to be patching things up on the next round because, yeah, it's not gonna look good. So this is basically probably the most difficult round of the run, at least until we get to the 90s. And yeah, this is absolutely not looking good. So probably, yeah, we should probably use the Phoenix, and then hopefully this Phoenix survives, which is... I don't think it's gonna hold on until all the purples are gone, is it? It's super close. I mean, we can probably do it with 2 Phoenixes, but can we do it with 1? Probably not. I think that's super close. Okay, so let's get the second Phoenix ability, and let's see if we can do it like this. So I'm gonna use... actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this ability now, and then as soon as this Phoenix ends, I'm gonna use the other one because I don't want to overlap them. And I feel like it's super close and doable with 1 ability, but I'm just gonna do it with 2. And then immediately as this round ends, we're gonna do this. So get the Ring of Fire for 63. And hopefully this is... Oh my god. That was a panic ability, by the way. I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that. Let's actually wait out 63 and let's not click anything and see if we can beat this round. So I know that you can beat it with like... Oh, we're beating it actually. I know that we can beat it with like a 420, but we have a 402 and that thing doesn't have enough pierce. I'm talking about the tax shooters, by the way. So if this is like a 420, it has like 40 pierce, I think. But these guys, the 402, that don't have a lot of pierce. But we do actually take it down, which I'm kind of surprised. Here's the thing, the Inferno Ring is 49,000, the Wizard Lord Phoenix is 56, and here are the pros and cons for both of these guys. So first off, this Inferno Ring is going to be able to clear out a huge portion of the balloons. It's got a huge AoE, it's probably going to deal with the mob class balloons and wipe out a huge portion of these ceramic balloons. And oh, it's 75. Actually, I was kind of worried what's happening with all these balloons, but it's 75, so hopefully... So one of the Phoenixes is on cooldown, and oh my god, it barely cleaned up. Let me use the other one as well. Are we gonna be fine? We'll just watch this one. Huge wave. Okay, we take it down. And this one should be fine. Yeah, there we go. But a lot of BFBs on 77 incoming as well, so we should be careful. So the pros with the Inferno Ring is basically that, well, it's a little bit cheaper, it's a little bit more reliable, I would say, so we're not reliant on an ability like we are with the Wizard Lord Phoenix. But then the Wizard Lord Phoenix is just such a good ability that when you click it, it's probably going to wipe out the entire screen. Let's just see what happens with these purple balloons, because we're going to have a bunch of them now as well, along with the ceramic wave. It's going to be a camo ceramic wave. We have Gwen's level 10 ability, so we can wipe it, but let me just use our Phoenix and then watch what happens. So there comes the ceramics. I should probably use the ability, yeah, definitely 100%. And just take this whole thing down, yeah. Let's try and use both abilities for it. Or actually, you know what? We should probably save an ability. So let's do it like this. Let's use Gwen's level 10. And let's save 1 Phoenix for... yeah, we're not saving Phoenix. Yeah, these guys from the left side are... okay, they take him down. They take him down. Nice. Let's use the, I guess let's use the cocktail. I want to save at least the level 10 ability. And 2 phoenixes. How much money is this? That's gonna be 48.9 and this is 49.1. Oh my god. Please pop it. It's like 2 phoenixes. I'm using everything that I have. Okay, so that's a little bit of an issue. So let's have the cocktail of fire here on the on this side. So I'm gonna use the cocktail and I guess I'm gonna use both of the phoenixes. I mean, do we have a choice? I don't think we do. Let's see if these guys can do it. As soon as I'm gonna use the level 10 as well. So as soon as everything pops, use it like now. And that should be, yeah, that's enough. Okay, so we do have the money for the Inferno Ring. Do we buy it? Let's see how we do versus this round. Oh my god, we're not even popping a single one of them. Well, that solves the question of what we should be buying. So let's get the Inferno Ring. Let's have this thing as strong. This is, by the way, the meteor targeting. And hopefully this does a little bit better. I mean, I'm still scared, guys. This is not looking good. We still need to use the Phoenixes, by the way. So if we can somehow hold on against these 45 balloons in the upcoming rounds, maybe then we can get to the Witcher Lord Phoenix. I mean, I don't know. I kind of wanted to get it honestly before I got the Inferno Ring. Like it's a little bit weaker, but I don't know. That ability is just so reassuring. But at the same time, you don't have to rely on an ability. I don't know. It's just like so something that we can do as well is we can try Phoenix spam. But I don't think the Phoenix spam is like actually a good strategy. And oh my god. Okay, so that was only 2 ZOMGs, and that's a huge problem. So let's do it like this. Let me use the cocktail because the cocktail does extra damage to mob class balloons. So hopefully it does something. Let me use a Phoenix. Is 1 gonna be enough? I'm gonna use the level 10 as well. Oh my god, that was just 85. What happens to 87 when we have 4 of those guys? I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's use the cocktail. We have another Phoenix and we're gonna have the level 10 up, so we have to use the Phoenix immediately, by the way. We take care of 1. Only 1 Phoenix left, by the way. Let's use the level 10 ability. Burn them. There we go, nice. Okay, so that's kind of the problem. So if anything gets past this Inferno Ring coming from the right side towards the left, that is, well, that thing's going out. That thing's absolutely going out. But these guys coming from the left towards the right, they get destroyed actually. So I don't know. I mean, yeah. So watch these BFBs and these Moabs, I guess. So they're gonna make it past. But these guys from the left side, and we have to use the Phoenixes for them. But these guys on the left side, we didn't even see them. Like, they just get popped. Yeah, so that's basically the thing that we have to take care of. So it's round 89. I mean, it's 33,000 that we have, but this Visual Lord Phoenix is not looking like it's happening. So, yeah, it's just not a thing. So let me do the alternate. This is the cope strategy. So let me try and do this. So let's buy a bunch of these guys. And when I say a bunch, I mean we're gonna be able to afford, how many is this like? That's unfortunately only 2 extra. So yeah, hopefully the auto attack damage from these guys is gonna do something in preventing these balloons from coming towards the exits from this side. But I don't know. I'm gonna be buying a bunch of Phoenixes, and that's the strategy. It's gonna be a Phoenix spam strategy because the Wizard Lord is way too expensive. So Gwen's at max level, a bunch of these 45 balloons incoming, and I feel like we might want to start, now that we're not getting the Wizard Lord Phoenix, I think that we might, oh, there we go. I think that's fine. Yeah, it is. I think that we might want to start thinking about the Shattering Shell's Mortar. We're also lacking a lot of damage. I mean, you can tell that this Inferno Ring is not as strong as it can be, because it's missing a lot of these buffs that you would normally have, and we're wasting way too many resources for like these small rounds, like this one, like 94. Well, 94 is not a small round, but you guys know what I mean. Okay, so let's get the Shattering Shell's Mortar. I'm gonna leave it attacking here, but we can do some shenanigans with it later on. And let me get 1 more of these guys. So another Dragon's Breath. I guess this is going to become a Phoenix eventually as well, and I'm just gonna try and spam Phoenixes. That's basically it. That's basically what we're doing. So we're dealing with these purple balloons, surprisingly. So as soon as this round comes out, let's use the Gwen level 10 ability. Let's use, like, I used all but 1 Phoenix abilities. Hopefully this is enough. Like, this is the weirdest setup that you guys have seen for round 95, but it's working. It absolutely is working. So a few more balloons left. I think we have it. Yes, amazing. The run continues. The run continues, guys. 5 more rounds. Let's get another Dragon's Breath, please. So what you want to be doing on this round is you want to have 1 attack on the left and 1 attack on the right side, because there are a bunch of 45 Moais below them, and they're causing some issues, and that should be fine. But oh no, it's still coming out. Oh my god, can I get a Phoenix or 2 or 3? Oh my god, that was way too many. I didn't want to click really that many times. We can buy 1 more. Just get 1 more Phoenix. How many do we have now? Like 6, 7 Phoenixes? I don't know, guys. This is the weirdest Chimps run that I've done in a while. but this seems to kind of be holding on by itself somehow. So round 98, this is going to be basically a micro round because I just want to keep moving this guy left and right. We do have some abilities upcoming, so we have 3 Phoenixes left and all of Gwen's abilities. So should I use the Firestorm now? I'm actually going to save the Firestorm. I'm only going to use the Cocktail because I want to trigger the Firestorm for the DDTs on the next one. And let's just keep moving this guy left and right. Oh my god, I see. That was a nice snipe. Whoever that was a nice snipe. Let's use one more Phoenix. That's all that we have. We're leaking. The Cocktail is coming out in a second. I'm going to save the Firestorm. I am, however, going to be using the Phoenix ability. So let's use the Cocktail. Let's use both of the... Well, actually, I think I had 3 Phoenix abilities. So let's use all 3 of them. And hopefully these Phoenix abilities can prevent these smaller balloons from leaking. We do not have a Phoenix ability incoming. So I feel like this is going to be the end of us because we can buy one more Phoenix after this one because we have 8.3. But I feel like after we do this, after we pop all the Phoenixes on this round, there's gonna be a huge issue for the next one because we're gonna need basically like at least 3 to 4 Phoenixes for the DDTs on the other one. And even if we somehow manage to beat this one, which I'm gonna actually try again, but even if we manage to beat this one, we're not beating the 45 DDTs on the other one. I don't think. So it seems like it's the end of the road for this challenge. Attack share is at 697,000 pops. Gwen is at 135, and then all of the other pops are, I guess, divided between the Moira. The Moira is gonna get like 70,000 pops in this round, and basically everything else is divided between these other guys. So I think this is the end of the road for the challenge, at least for this map. But I'm gonna complete it. So let me pick another map, and I'm gonna see you guys in a second. So guys, it's time. Let's buy the Wizard Lord Phoenix. Finally, we have this thing. So I guess you guys are noticing that, well, first off, we're playing on stream bet. I kind of wanted to choose a one track map, and I guess the reason why we can afford the Wizard Lord Phoenix is we just ditched these other upgrades that we absolutely didn't, and just these towers that we absolutely didn't need to have in the previous round. Like for example, we had like 2 mortars to decam on both sides. We had like, I think we had like a couple of wizards. We have 2 of these guys, 2 rings of fire on both sides. And it was just such an enormous amount of money spent on just small things that eventually prevented us from buying the Wizard Lord Phoenix, and we had to go for the Inferno Ring, and well, you guys know how that thing ended. So now we have a chance to do something different, because this thing is, well, the thing that happens with the Wizard Lord Phoenix is that not only, well, you get the rotating, the orbiting Phoenix around the tower, but and we get the improved ability, of course, but the thing that happens is that the base tower itself also starts becoming stronger, and it gets the Gwen buff benefit. So it is at, I think it's like 10% attack speed bonus now, but it's going to become 20%. So the first real test for this tower probably going to be rounds like this one, like 85 and 87, just because we struggled a little bit with the Inferno Ring. And I guess the problem with the previous map was that, well, even though you're getting like half of the balloons, it by the way seems to be dealing very well with them. Oh my god, that's a lot better than the Inferno Ring. So even though, you know, the problem that we had on the previous map was that, you know, even though it was kind of the balloons or the entire rounds were getting split in half, basically, because you were getting one half of the round on the left side and one half on the right side. The problem that we had was that the Inferno Ring was kind of concentrated in one spot, and we didn't get that many chances to attack the balloons. So once things were getting passed from the right side and kind of getting past the Inferno Ring, our damage was just starting to fall off so much. And I tried saving that by buying a bunch of wizards on the left side, but at the end it turns out that round 99 was a lot stronger and a lot more than we can handle. So let's try, and I think we have to use the ability now, by the way. This ability is so good, man. I haven't used this tower in so long, and I've forgotten how good the Wizard Lord Phoenix ability is. Let's see the DDTs. There are gonna be more DDTs on this one. I'm gonna use both abilities, so let's do it like this and then use this thing. And are we fine? Oh yeah, we're fine, but we're gonna need a little bit of extra damage, I feel like. Alright, so let's do it like this, and let's buy the Inferno Ring. I'm gonna buy it next to Gwen, guys. I'm just gonna do it straight up. So let's get the Inferno Ring. I'm gonna get the 520. Usually, if you guys have noticed, what we do is we buy, like for example, on the Crossbow Master, you go for the Millipede, you go for the 025, which is the attack speed, or maybe something like, you know, the Tag Zone even, we go for the Top Hat, which is again, it's the attack speed. You go for the more damage, but in this case, I'm pretty sure that this one, the 520, is a lot better just because of the extra pierce, because this tower does not have a lot of pierce, at least not the Ring of Fire. I'm not sure how much the Inferno Ring has. So do we need the ability for this one? I mean, we're kind of dealing with them, but I'm not sure. I'm actually going to use the level 10 ability. I'm kind of trying to save the yeah, we're fine. I'm trying to save the Wizard Lord Phoenix ability for these more important rounds. Here's what we can do. We can get the Shattering Shell, so let's do that thing, and it's targeted at a very good spot. So I feel like it's gonna raise a lot of the RBE of these rounds. It's already got 36,000 pops. Wait, actually, is this from 20? Is this from 96? And this tower is already going to start paying dividends. So as soon as these guys pop, let's just see how much RBE is going to raise. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on ZMGs. That would be OP if it worked on ZMGs. Maybe some monkey knowledge to kind of fix that. But oh my god, look at the pop count. It went up by like 12,000, I think, for each of the ZMGs. Let's watch it now. How strong is this tower? So it started at 62, and let's just watch how much damage is this tower going to do just by removing the fortified state from all of these balloons. It started from 62 and it's gonna go up to almost 160. That is almost 100,000 pops that this tower got just by defortifying balloons, which is insane, and that just goes to show how much value this tower has. But it looks like this entire round was super easy when you, well, hold on, should I use the ability now? Let's use the level 10. Let's use the cocktail as well. Hopefully these guys hold on, please. I don't want to use the Wizard Lord. And there we go. And let's just use the Wizard Lord ability for the bat. I'm going to wait a little bit so that they do a little bit of damage, and then I'm going to use it because I don't want it to end like in the middle of popping everything. So maybe like now. And that should be, yeah, that's absolutely more than enough. And there it is, fire only. So it actually is possible to basically beat the game using fire only. Even though these guys have a little bit of, you know, weaknesses by themselves, you can play around them. And I think we got some nice towers. Like for example, we got the decamo from the mortar, which for some reason, I guess it's counted, the signal flare is counted as a tower that gets the attack speed bonus from Gwen. And basically everything else is just nice towers overall. I think it's a super nice combo of towers that we got. But that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to do a lot more of these videos in the future because I have a couple of them planned already. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching it, and I'll see you all in the next one.